Welcome everybody. This is my first sightless pot attempt. Sit with me while I try to make a pot without seeing the throwing process. I've played a lot with this before and so wanted to add it to my regular practice. I love how attuned I become with a piece when I do this, and I can't wait to see how this one turns out. At this point, I am just weighing it out to be about 2 pounds, since that's what I've been throwing this morning, just so I have familiarity with what I'm working with. And I will soon wedge it out and get it ready for the throwing process. So I don't really have another way to wedge at the moment. So this is my much less efficient process of balancing it between my leg, the stool, and the wheel. Hopefully soon I'll find a better solution. This process helps align the clay and get it ready to center on the wheel, as well as help with getting any extra air bubbles or anything out. And as I'm putting my glove on, it decides to break, so I decided to do this one without gloves, which I actually am happy about because it helped me feel a little bit more while I'm going through the process. I didn't realize this wouldn't be really shown, but basically all I'm doing is tying a scarf across my eyes so that I can't see anything from this point forward. After fumbling around so I actually know where all my tools are, I was able to finally get started. This is the centering part of the process, so basically making sure that the lump of clay is as centered as possible, so when I start to expand the form, it will have control. And now that the clay is centered, I'm opening up the middle and making sure that the depth for the foot is about right. Once I had the depth of the inside about right, I started opening the form, and it felt pretty crazy when I couldn't actually see what was going on. And while starting to pull the wall up, I notice how weird my pulling technique looks sometimes, but it actually helped a lot in this process. When I couldn't see, my other guiding fingers really helped to let me know where I was at. At this point, I had no idea what direction it was truly going and felt a very thin spot right in the middle. So, started kind of trying to save what I had standing. And right about here, the thin spot starts to give in quite a bit. I realize at this point, if I touch it much more, it will probably collapse, so I start preparing it to be pulled off. So even though it's not the prettiest pot, I'm actually kind of excited about what it turned into and think I might be able to clean it up and do some fun things with it. Thanks for sitting with me today. I'll be making another one next week, so come check it out.